Hi, I'm in a little pension in a place called Karaos, and I just went to a restaurant and had a nice meal. And I'm staying in a pension run by a group of old folk, and I bought 3 eggs because the next trip is going to be wild camping the next day or two. So I asked them to boil 3 eggs. They probably thought I hadn't eaten and I was going to eat the eggs now instead of me saving them for tomorrow, and they'd come back with this. How sweet. Now I've just eaten a meal and I'm full up, but I'm going to have to respect them, and well, I won't need to eat the eggs, but I will have the soup, and it looks like there's a dessert there also. So I wish I'd never ate that bar of chocolate I've just eaten. Anyway. Well, I'm setting off from Karaos today. It's a bit rough. Probably going to have plenty of rain. Should be fun. Well, so far this has been a nice section because you're very close to the coast and there's always a view of the sea and plenty of camping spots along the way, which I don't need. Very nice. I found myself I lost track of the way and actually ended up on an enduro track, which was quite cool because I do like motorbiking, especially off on the trails. And of course it was a lot more muddy than usual. Looks like there's a cave over there in the distance. Never know, I may end up over there, may be able to investigate. Cool. What a lovely little spot, quite remote. Apparently it's a little castle and there's a seat I can sit on, some places to camp, nice little beauty spot. And there is Karaos over there, where we started this morning. So let's go and have a look. Oh, it's like a nice little beach in there. Oh look, just when you want to kayak, and then you can go and investigate that little cave over there. Well, that's nice. It's a beach that hasn't got too much rubbish. Either someone keeps it tidy, or more likely the tide doesn't bring it in this way. I'm actually enjoying today. I mean, there is a good chance of rain. It's meant to be a high chance, but in these conditions everything looks better, I guess, greener, and it's not so hot. And yeah, save on the sun cream. Right. The Turks love picnicking, and this part one, I'm not saying this here, but further back between the last two major places, there were so many picnic areas, and oh, there's water here and I'm carrying lots. Oh well. Now that's an awesome place to have an open fire. Wow. They love their barbecues and their picnics, and this is like a a little magical area. Wow. They say to never count on collecting water on the way round, so always take more than you think you need, which I've always done and paid the price because it's so damn heavy. But there you go, look. See, I've got about 4 litres on my pack, and I could have filled up there. A few little ruins. Okay. Let's have a break. Alright, okay. Cute place to stop. Big sort of camping area. You because of the slopes, you obviously camp on those wooden platforms, but it's deserted. What a shame. Partly winter, partly COVID. Let's hope it picks up for them. Not bad. Not bad. Rain's keeping off at the moment. Don't look good a few miles away there. I'm at the lighthouse at Geyikbayiri Headland, and here it is. Nothing special to look at, but there's some a lot of dangerous islands and rocks over here, and the tides are really bad around the headland, hence why there were a lot of shipwrecks. There he is. Now whether he's still in use, I don't know. Doesn't look like it. There's a little path here. Oh, losing my balance. Well, it was quite a way, steep climb, and even though it rained on me, I just kept my base layers on because the rain kept me nice and cool. Nothing worse for me than having all your wet weather gear on and then feeling rather hot and sweating. One thing I hate is overheating, so I prefer to get wet and keep cool. I mean, at the top of this headland, I mean, I'll be going up there in a minute, at the top, so it's probably more exposed and windier, and then I'll be probably heading downhill, which I'll have to take my time, use less energy, but so I'll probably, I could keep going, but I've left my big rucksack behind. You never know, do you? Well, there's a bit of shelter here, so I can get out of the wind and have some lunch. I wouldn't say it's first class, and there might even be some holes in the roof, but anyway, it's a shame everyone dumps their rubbish here. This is this whole area, whole headland is like a national trust. What am I on about, national trust? A national park, that's what I meant to say. And actually the trails are really nice. But yeah, I'm surprised to see this. So this part isn't maintained. And once one person starts leaving rubbish, everyone starts leaving rubbish. But that, I don't know. Could be locals. Hopefully hikers are not the culprits. Anyway, at least it's inside this building and not scattered everywhere. It's been very clean. Right, let's have some lunch. So that island over there is called Flora, and wow, it's very diverse, got its own water source, very rich in birds. Wow, lots of underwater caves. Ah, cool. Not such a bad spot to stop and take 5 minutes to enjoy the view and wonder what it's like to be on the island. Probably a really nice place to explore, especially if you're a diver, with all those underwater caves. And I'm not a diver. So all I can do is wonder. Nice seat, nice engraving, but the trouble with the engraving is I didn't notice until I sat down, but they fill up with water. So now I've got Beydaglan imprinted on my backside. Never mind. Well, where I am at the moment, there's a settlement where I came from, 10 kilometers that way, and a settlement somewhere 10 kilometers that way. So I'm going to be finding somewhere to camp in the middle somewhere. So I doubt if I'm going to see anybody for 2 days. This little spot in the woods must be absolutely stunning in the autumn with cyclamen. Wow, I haven't seen so much. Wherever you look, just tons of it. Wow. We can just see that island poking through the trees there. Very nice woods. On the coastline of the Mediterranean part of the Lycian Trail, or the Lycian Way. Looking forward to finding a nice campsite. Didn't like the last one I just saw, so we'll keep going. It's getting dark because the clouds are getting thicker, but this is so delightful, these woods. My favourite yet. On some of the paths, all the bushes are clinging to the path, and some of them can be quite sharp. But anyway, you feel enclosed, whereas this is so different. It's like a proper little path. I mean, it wasn't back further, it's quite dodgy, especially with muddy boots, wet boots. But oh, it's a nice tree. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. Oh, looks like some caves up there. Probably a nice place to stay. Oh, what's the weather going to do to me? It's coming from right to left now. It could be very wet. It may not be. Well, I'm going to have to stick my tent up very soon, I think. I feel so lucky I found a camp spot. I didn't like the ones that I saw, so I thought I'll go to the one that's on the beach. Trouble is, I couldn't find a path to the beach, so, and I know from here to the next town there was nothing on the app to show that there was any camping spots, but lucky enough I found one, and it's okay. I mean, I've got my fire going for a brew in a minute. It's a little bit on a slope, but that's fine. But that island we saw earlier, if we walk down here, we can see it, isn't it? It looked quite nice when the sun was shining on it earlier. Yeah, so anyway, I was getting rather tired and started to get a little bit desperate. I didn't want to go back because it meant 2 kilometers back up the hill for a campsite that I turned down. But I'm so grateful that there's something here. Right, time for a brew. Well, I'm happy. Got me camping spot at last. Got me brew, me cigarette, and me fire. Plenty of wood around, plenty of dead wood, because there's so many trees have fallen down, so it's a little bit worrying, because I've come across so many fallen trees, and somewhat I don't want waking me up in the middle. And it's quite windy, and I can't remember, I have got no signal now, so I can't check the weather. But I know it's meant to be heavy rain, possibly tonight. It's been quite windy, breezy all day, and on the forecast it said light winds. Well, that's rubbish. So I'm going to have a cup of coffee, and then I picked up from the shop, I picked up some hot chocolate, so I'm going to try that afterwards. Awesome. I think I've only got 9 kilometers to go to the next town tomorrow, so I don't know. I'll see what I'm going to do. I might decide to have a shower. View this morning of the island. Gonna leave it behind. Oh, why can't I sleep? Seems that as soon as my first night, say camping, I never sleep, but then I'm fine afterwards. So every time I stop and maybe go in a hotel or whatever, the following time I start camping again. Don't know, I just don't get no sleep. Really bizarre. Anyway, at least I should be refreshed physically. Yesterday, I'm glad I had my poles. I mean, I'm glad I had the poles all the way along this trip, but it was rather slippery. There was so much wet mud around, and these shoes are no good on wet rocks. No grip whatsoever, so I was able to stabilise myself all the way. Now there's a sign there saying Adrasan 7 kilometres. I'll decide when I get there whether I stay there. Depends how I feel. Could do with a shower. Or, because the funny thing is, the last place I stayed at, it was yeah, I told you, didn't I? They had no water, so I couldn't shower. So I either stop there, or I get some more supplies and carry on and find another wild camping spot on the other side. But I'm in no rush now. I'm ahead of time. I missed out a few boring sections, so I can take my time now and certainly start to feel it. And I'm going to go more for the pleasure of the walk rather than trying to complete the walk. I'm sure I'm going to complete it, but and the thing is, I know the following day there's a mountain to climb, and they say the section you go up the mountain and down the mountain, but I don't think I'll be able to do both, so I will concentrate tomorrow on getting up the mountain. Hopefully the weather conditions ain't too bad, because apparently it can be very windy up the top. Mind you, it was very windy here last night, and all the trees were creaking and making worrying noises. There were definitely a lot of trees down in this section. Isn't that pretty? See, there's no point in rushing now. Just taking the scenery instead. Okay. When I began the journey from Adrasan, the start of the trail, or the official start, and basically I was more concerned about completing the whole thing, and the system I had wasn't really working. I had a little tripod and that snapped. And I took a few videos on my phone so I could send home to my family, let them know I was okay and doing okay. But it was a very nice section. But I've got this motorcycle tank bag, and I got that at the front of me. It's acting like a mini rucksack, and I found a way. I've got this clamp that the GoPro attaches to, and I've got it clipped onto the tank bag. I wish I'd thought about that earlier, because I got plenty of memory cards, and it would have been nice to have taken more footage in the first week, because it was quite good. thought I'd come off the track 30 meters because this is quite a nice viewpoint. The island again. Sunrise with a bit of cloud cover, which is absolutely perfect for me. Seems like, look at these rocks here. They're more of a beige, orangey. So that's, on this little bit here, that's definitely a change. Because it's normally like that up there, it's sort of grey white. So, and as we can see on the next section, it's all orange. Interesting change of geology. Yeah, cool. That's nice, isn't it? That is nice. Well, this part has been a very pleasant, easy path, and that's nice. I like a bit of the hard, but then you don't want it all the time because it just gets a bit, well, it's quite slow and tedious actually. That's a nice view over there. Bit more open, these woods, on this rock for some reason. What did I call it? Adrasan is over there somewhere. Anyway, we stop for lunch, get supplies like I said, and crack on up some mountain, which could be the one ahead. And it's already got cloud cover, so tomorrow, ooh, I think I'm going to be in the clouds. Well, the track over there by those stumps is the main track, and as you can see, there's trees falling. But the point I'm going to make is this secondary track that people has made to bypass it, I don't know, well, that's covered too. So there's no other track. I mean, I've only got to go down there, but the point is these trees are just toppling all the time. This could have happened last night. So no wonder I was a bit nervous camping in the woods last night, because a lot of them are very unsafe. Very unsafe. Okay, I'll make my own track. Well, that was a very nice hike through the national park. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Nice to see the anemones are still around. Oh, it's just so pretty. It really is. Plenty of bees. So there's got to be some beehives around, guaranteed. Oh, there they are, just down there. But there's the mountain that I'll be doing tomorrow. Well, partly today, but see how far. I'm going to stop for lunch. Hopefully there'll be a restaurant on a beach side that'll be open. Seems quite derelict. Adrasan, definitely like a resort area. And yeah, the mountain looks quite cool. And down the other side is Olympus, where we get some ruins. Well, this is the only restaurant I could find with that beautiful mountain in the background. Wicked. It's quite a nice area, but it's very dead. Very dead. Okay. I know you'd like me to go in, but okay, I will then. I'm not even sure I'm allowed in without paying. I just didn't see any entrance to this place. Oh wow. Ah, so the kings or whoever sat on there, and here's a crowd. Not a bad seat, you know, is it? Surprising. Oh, surprising what the handicap is. Back to the poles, maybe. Bloody knees. Okay, where's it going to take me? I could go down there, but I suppose I better stay high. Because that's what the signs are saying. Excuse me. I'll tell you what, one thing. These rocks are so grippy. Makes this a lot easier. A lot easier. Okay, where are we going? Down there now. One thing I've learned, don't take anything for granted. One slip and you're going to really hurt yourself. Where are we going? Where are we going? What was it good on there? Not there. So one problem is with this pack on, you could turn and get caught, and that can make you go. I remember when I was 15, me and a friend went to the Lake District, and he was a scoutmaster. Well, not a scoutmaster, you know, he was a scout and he knew how to survive, and and all the business navigation. So I learnt a lot from him. One day we was on this ridge and he had this old pack, you know, the ones with the big frame, and one of his straps snapped, which made his pack swing out, and that lost him control. Lucky enough, I was close behind him. I managed to grab his hand to stop him plummeting surely to his death. And the funniest thing was, I had hold of him, and if I let go, obviously he was going to go. Hold on, where are we? But we were laughing. The actual, I don't know, it's just really strange. We were laughing while I was holding him. Alright, let's try up here. Never forget that. Sometimes you laugh in the face of danger. I don't know why. Alright. I think we did it.